Hello everyone. Today I thought I'd do a little makeup bag tour. Or I guess it would be little exactly. I don't really have a small amount of makeup. So let's get started. Just gonna open this up. First thing we have here right on top are these natural wispy strip lashes. I don't have the rest of the packaging anymore, but this is the Ardell brand 110. These are my favorite fake lashes. I've used them for years. Just keep rebuying them. I have also in the past cut them in half so that they can be a half lash. I've liked how these look as a half lash as well. Better than other lashes that are like specifically made to be a half lash. Personally, I like it better. Let's see what else. Okay. This is my concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I think that's the full name of it. I'm not entirely sure. I have been using this concealer for many years now, just like with the lashes. It's one of the few brands that make a shade light enough for my fair skin. This is actually the lightest shade. It's Chantilly. And it's just barely brighter than my actual skin tone. What else we have in here? Let's do this right on top, since it's just sitting there looking so beautiful. This is the Flower Nose Swan Ballet eyeshadow palette in White Swan. And it's not just beautiful packaging that makes it so great. The actual makeup itself is really good quality. This is a palette that I have repurchased when I lost access to my original one. Oh, you know what? I didn't even take off the plastic. Let's do that right now. That's you. The glitters in this palette are some of my all-time favorite glitters for eyes. They do have a lot of fallout, but it's just too beautiful. I just deal with cleaning up the fallout. Okay, let's see what else is in here. What next? mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess in Black Brown. This is my all-time favorite mascara, along with the black version of it. I cannot even tell you how beautiful the formula is. It's just, it just does exactly what I want it to do. Like, this is my eyelashes doing exactly what I want them to do, by the way. Oh my goodness. So, I used to use the L'Oreal, what was it? Lash Paradise, I think. Yes. And I used that since high school because it was a dupe for this Too Faced mascara. That was a little bit expensive for my parents' liking because I was in high school and they were paying for all my makeup at that point. I used to like it better, but I think they changed their formula in the last few years, and now it's just not doing what it used to do. So I got the Essence Lash Princess because I heard from so many people that it was really, really good, just like better than a lot of the high-end mascaras. And well, I can't say that I've tried a lot of high-end mascaras because I'm very much on a budget, and I have been since high school. But I can say that this is a fantastic mascara. Well, it is in my personal opinion. And the bottle makes nice tapping sounds. That's a plus. So that's my mascara. Alright, what next? Let's see. Maybe this. So this is the same eyelash glue that I've been using since I was 9 or 10, I think, and I was using eyelash glue at that age because I did dance competitions growing up, and this is the eyelash glue that my dance teacher recommended. I gotta say, this thing is like cement for your lashes. If you just take the time, it does take a little bit longer than other eyelash glues to dry, but it's worth it. It's worth the wait because once it's on, it's really on. Your eyelashes are not going anywhere. It's another product that I am faithful to, and I will probably be faithful to it for, I don't know, unless they change the formula or something. Hopefully they don't. That would be tragic, in my opinion. Okay, let's just do this right on top. This is the, oh, I forgot to say what this is. Goodness. This is the Duo Strip Lash Adhesive. The blue, it's the blue one. It's white/clear. It goes on white and it dries clear. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I was indeed in high school and early college during the whole 2016 makeup YouTuber era, Instagram baddie, Morphe palettes era. This was when I was first put onto this bronzer, and again, been faithful to it since then. You can kind of see a little trend happening with how I like to approach makeup. When I find something that works, I stick with it, and I know that's totally normal, but something that's also been normalized is just buying a ton of makeup and only using like 3 things. 2 or 3 things, and you have like 10 bronzers just sitting there not being used. I just don't really believe in that overconsumption of makeup. Some people don't like the smell. I like the smell. It's like almost a floral sweet powdery smell. I do like the tapping sounds that it makes on the top part right here. Okay. Let's see, what can we do next? What's next? What is this? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. What's next? Maybe. Oh, shoot. The lid's coming off of this white eyeliner, so let's just go ahead and do that one. So, this is just a white pencil liner from NYX. It says it's the Epic Wear liner stick. I use this in my bottom waterline sometimes, but most of the time I actually use this as a base for highlighter in the inner corner of my eye. And since, like I said, I have really fair skin, I find that works really well to give highlight that I put there, an extra boost of brightness. I have this in 2 other colors. I have it in brown, which I use on my upper waterline for tight lining when I'm wearing brown mascara. And I think this is not the same exact one, no, but it is a NYX pencil liner. This is the retractable version. And I also use this for my upper waterline when I'm wearing black mascara. So, I really enjoy NYX, or NYX, however you say it, liners for tight lining and waterline looks. I find that it doesn't run. I find that it stays there where I put it all day. That there. Okay, what's next? I guess let's just stay with the eyeliner. This is what I use for my black liquid liner. This is the NYX or NYX Epic Ink Liner. Gotta be careful. It is a brush tip pen. I love this. It is so precise. You can do everything from the thinnest line to the thickest. blackest, most creative liner you can think of, because that brush tip is really, really high quality and really, really nice. I've been using this only for a couple years, but I really, really like it. It's at the number one spot in my mind for my preferences, or to my preferences, I should say. For all of the black liquid liners or black pomade liners that I've used, and I've tried a fair few. Again, I spent much of my adolescence being influenced by the 2016 makeup YouTuber era with all the crazy eye looks. Oh, I shouldn't say crazy, I should say dramatic eye looks. That's more accurate. Some of them got quite creative, but the bold winged liner was definitely a big part of many of those looks, so I've tried quite a fair few products that can create a black winged liner. Okay, let's see. What is this? Maybe this. No. This is the NYX or NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in the color Chocolate. This is something I've been using since I gave up on doing the mid-2010s Instagram baddie, Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow type of eyebrows. Basically when I started doing my eyebrows a little bit more natural. Because I was a dip brow girly. I was. And I'm not ashamed to admit it. Sign of the times. It was just the times. The style. This is what I've been using. It gives me a little color without being too much. I find it does a decent job of holding the eyebrow hairs in place as well. Let's see something on the bottom. What is here lurking on the bottom? The stack of makeup inside my powder. Let's see. Let's do this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation. This is actually more new to me. It's probably... No, it's not the newest. It's one of the newest things that I've tried recently. I am really, really liking it. I am not a dewy foundation type of person. It's just not something that I ever branched out to. It's the whole, like, natural makeup, clean girl makeup stuff started a few years ago, being the thing. Not that I'm too concerned with what's the thing. I just do makeup how I like it. But that was dewy foundations and BB creams, and suddenly we're everywhere, whereas before it was all about the matte foundations and absolutely no shine unless you put highlighter. And I finally, last year, decided to try a dewy foundation, and I like it a lot. I do have to be careful though. Sometimes it can be a bit too dewy on me. I have to be careful how I prep my skin. I don't have particularly oily skin, but for some reason it just likes to get really, really oily with this foundation. I'm not sure what would happen if I tried a different dewy foundation. I may in the future, but I'm sticking with this one for now because I do like it. also don't mind that it smells like sunscreen. I know some people don't like that, but I don't mind it. Okay, now, I guess sticking with the foundation, I will show you my matte foundation. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. They do have a dewy version of this. This is the matte version, as you can see. This is the one that I have been using religiously since I was like 17. It has never let me down. It smells like paint, like craft paint in the school supplies section. It definitely does, but you know what? I'm a stand beside her. I stand beside her, no matter what she smells like, because the product is just too good, in my opinion. She is a thick one. She is thick. It's like, look how thick that is. Can I wipe that off? Yeah. Never mind. I need to go wipe my hand 1 second. Alright. Hand is clean. Let's continue. So, this is my eyelash curler. Nothing too exciting. Don't love the sound that it makes. It's not very good for ASMR, so let's just move on. Let's see. Next. Let's do this. So this is the NYX Color Correcting Concealer Palette. I used the individual pot version of this peach color for years until they stopped making this in individual pots. And they just put it all in this palette, so I got the palette. This is great, in my opinion. It's very, very inexpensive. It just has so many colors, so I think it's a great value product. And I really like the tapping sounds that it makes, so let's listen. Let's move on to the next product. Let's see. Let's do this. So, this is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is what I have chosen to be as my go-to water-based primer. This is the product that is newest to me, and I do like it. I'm still working out exactly like how to prep my skin before I use this because it is a bit moisturizing, and sometimes I feel like it's a bit too much moisture before I put on makeup if I prep my skin how I usually do, so I'm still figuring out the balance of like exactly how much moisture do I put on my skin before I put this on. So I'm still experimenting with this one a little bit. It's a little bit dirty as well, being at the bottom of the bag. I really like the lid sounds that this container makes. primers. This is my other primer. This one is actually one I've used again since high school. This is the primer that I got unintentionally in high school to be my main primer, not even realizing that this is the perfect match for the foundation that I was using, because both of these are silicone based, and if you know, you know, you need a silicone based primer for a silicone based foundation. And similarly, like I said, this was the water based primer that I have, and the dewy foundation from Maybelline that I have is water based. If the bases of the primers and the foundation don't match, then the foundation will go on really badly. Like, it'll either start pilling or it'll separate a lot. So me not having any idea of this in high school, just thought, oh, makeup works out for me. It just doesn't. No, younger Sophia, you just unintentionally did the right thing. So this is nothing terribly special. I mean, it's a really nice primer in the way that it's a nice layer to have in between your skin and the foundation, and it does have minerals infused into it, as it says, but I don't find that it's like it's not anything that would necessarily be trendy, because it's kind of like all reliable in a way. Like, it does exactly what it needs to do, and it just does it every single time. But I like that. And I like the lid sounds that the bottle makes as well. Next, let's do some lip products. So, these 3 lipsticks are the L'Oreal Color Riche Nude Intense. Well, that's the line of lipsticks that they are. I have shades New Decadent, New Authentic, and New Impertinent. These are such lovely kind of sheer lipsticks. New Decadent is a bit more red. It's like a orange reddish undertone, which I like for all seasons, just depending on how thickly I apply it. It can be for all seasons. New Authentic is a little bit more neutral undertoned, and again, I like it for all seasons because it's really easy to build up layers, darker or lighter. The New Impertinent that I have right here is actually supposed to be a dupe for the Pillow Talk. Was it Charlotte Tilbury? Yes, I think it was. The Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, the lighter color for Pillow Talk. I don't have the Pillow Talk lipstick, so I can't really say whether it's an accurate dupe or not, but I think it's a beautiful color. It's a really nice neutral undertoned light nude color. Let's do New Authentic. I don't know about anyone else, but I really like the sound of the lid being taken off of lipsticks. To me, it's a really nostalgic sound because I would watch my mom do her makeup a lot when I was younger, and I would like sneak into her makeup bag and play with her makeup. I should not have been doing that, but of course I did it anyway. Like it a lot. So now let's do something else. Maybe let's do some eye glitters. This is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color Ritz. This is supposed to be a dupe for an Urban Decay. Oh, I forgot what the name was. Space Cowboy or something like that. An Urban Decay individual single shadow that's got this really beautiful, almost transparent. It's not entirely transparent, but almost transparent base layer, I think. And then this really beautiful nude glitter on top. That's just, I mean, just look at it. That glitter is just gorgeous, and I love wearing it. I know it looks untouched, but I promise. I love wearing this. And I like the tapping noises that you can get from this little container. And the lid noises are really nice as well. And then my other individual glitter that I have for eyes, I have the e.l.f. liquid glitter eyeshadow in the shade, what is this again? Disco Queen. I have so many different shades of everything that I just forget. I have to constantly reference what it is that I bought. I have a terrible memory for that stuff. This is an absolutely stunning liquid glitter shadow that I have had success with diluting it down a bit and making it really sheer and just like a glittery sheen. And then I've also had success with really packing it on and layering it. But quite possibly one of my favorite things about this product is the sound that it makes when you take the little wand in and out of the container. Listen. The rainbow glitter in this is just stunning. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Alright. Now, let's do maybe these. These are actually eyeshadow palettes. Let me open one up. This is a Korean brand. Daisy. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that I have ever purchased in my life. shades are absolutely stunning. The glitters are so subtle, but so gorgeous. Like, it's just this beautiful, like, you can tell it's glitter, but it's not too much. It's natural glitter, but at the same time, it's still glitter. So it's like you're a little bit glam, but you're being very cutesy, very demure about it, you know? And I like that. The quality of the eyeshadow itself is really nice too. It's buildable like most Korean brands are. You know, Korean makeup, they like a really, really, really natural look, so they make a lot of their products buildable from like really, really sheer to being able to build up to really, really pigmented, and I have found that to be true with this palette as well as this one. So let's put that back in there. Then let's take a look at these shades. I don't think I've ever... Does it have a sticker on it? Yeah, okay. I haven't opened this up yet. So, this is like, I just got this in the mail like a week ago. Or maybe a little longer, but... So, this is the purple, cooler toned version of that palette that I just showed. I cannot wait to experiment with looks with this palette. It's just stunning. Look at that. The glitters, man. The glitters. Stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Now, let's see what next. Let's try this. This is the Milani Rose Pressed Powder Blush. This is another product that I've been using since high school. This is in the shade Romantic Rose. They actually changed the colors since I've started using it in high school. It used to be more rosy. Now it's more like orange, peach undertones. Which, I mean, I still like it, but it was disappointing when I saw that they changed it. That rose embossing thankfully did not change. It's so, so pretty. This is the only singular, like, separate blush that I own. I usually use just like pink eyeshadows for other blush colors. We're economical in this house. We like multiple purposes for makeup. Okay. So this is my setting powder. This is the Airspun Loose Face Powder in Translucent. Another all reliable for me and for many who came before me. I know a lot of people see this as old lady powder, but you know what? Then just call me grandma because I really like this powder and I've been using it forever, and you can rip it out of my cold dead hands. And I don't find that it causes flashback for me. Some people experience flashback with it, but I've never experienced that, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but I don't know. Really like the tapping sounds you can get on this container. I am not going to open this up because it is very, very messy. If it has a downside to it, it's that it is extremely messy, and I have to like completely wipe down the area after using it because it just goes everywhere. But the product itself is great, so I'm not going to stop using it no matter how messy it is. Okay, yes. Some people associate this with the 2016 completely matte makeup era. You have to get every single ounce of oil off of your face. But you know what? I live in the South. That's the South of the United States. You can rip these out of my cold dead hands. This will save your life in the heat and the humidity. That is quite literally all year. I mean, shorts in December. That's what we got for weather down here. And I really, really like the sounds that this packaging makes. Let's listen. Now let's see. Let's do the lip glosses. So, all three of these lip glosses are the NYX Butter Gloss. And the shades that I have are Clear and Madeline or Madeline. And I also have Tiramisu. I think that's how you say it. This is a nice neutral, I wouldn't say it's cool toned, it's a very neutral undertoned in my opinion, pink nude gloss. It's very, very beautiful. The actual color does not look like the packaging. It's not at all like what the packaging looks like, which is something that the butter glosses tend to have a problem with. This is a nude, but on me it leans a little bit pink, so I know it looks brown on the wand and in the packaging, but I swear it's not brown. It's a little bit pink, which is nice. This clear gloss is all reliable. Again, another all reliable product. This is just as good as a lot of the higher end glosses. I've never tried the higher end glosses, but so many people are just like, you know what? You don't need to spend $40 on a lip oil when this exists. It does the same thing. And you know what? I'm just going to take their word for it because this has never failed me. Okay. And I also really, really love the sound of opening and closing lip gloss. Just a couple more things. This is the Milani Stellar Lights highlighter palette in the shade Rose Glow. This is the lightest set of colors that they have in their Stellar Lights line. this shade specifically is the one that I use for everything unless I'm using an eyeshadow as a highlighter. But again, this is another product that I've been using since maybe, I don't think I was in high school. I think it was in my late teens, early 20s when I started using this. But again, never let me down. As long as they keep making it, I'm gonna keep using it. And the packaging makes a wonderful tapping sound too. Now, just one more thing. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is the travel size. They have a bigger bottle. Again, this is something that I started using because of the influence of the beauty YouTubers in the mid-2010s raving about this. And you know what? I gotta agree with them because this works. This has never let me down. It has carried me through humidity in the southeast in the United States. It's carried me through stage performances when I was doing a few musicals for community theater. I know I've said a lot of other products in this makeup tour are an all reliable product, but this is like the final boss of all reliable, in my opinion, for the products that I have in my possession. The lid sounds on this are really nice as well. Okay. And that is my makeup bag. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it, and I hope you are well, and I will see you again next week.